Everybody, it's Joe here with Trekkie Bricks, and I am accompanied by Nephi. We did a collaborative build here for BrickSlopes 2022, which has been amazing. I have seen public up here looking at this like all day, every day. So you've done a good job with this. I mean, it looks... Yeah. You have most ships. I'm just going to say that. Star Wars is definitely pulling a crowd. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about some of these ships that you've got up here and kind of some of that history for Star Wars for you versus Star Trek for me.
All right. Yeah, so I've got quite a few ships here. One of my first ships was an X-Wing in the back there, and one of the first ships that got me back into Lego as I started to purchase sets and started to play around more and more with Lego coming out of my dark ages. And one of the last sets that I got is the Tantive 4, the large spaceship there. And I got that for my birthday last year, and that's such an amazing ship. The iconic ship from Star Wars that started everything, like right at the beginning of the movie as it flies into the screen. And so I've always been a big fan of Star Wars, and I love the ships, and I love the space and the saga. So yeah, I've collected quite a few ships over the years, and then Joe, you had this great idea to display them and lay them out, and so yeah, a few days before BrickSlopes, we came together and
it was a few days.
Yeah. Oh, literally like last minute, and we came together and tested this out at my house and set it up, and I have to say, like, this is your layout, Joe. Like I just helped participate in your layout, but this was amazing. I had this vision of a small a few models out here and stuff, and then when you showed me what your vision is, like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. Like this is so cool. So
yeah, it was a little bit of a different vision of the describing of things, because if I remember right, you had said you thought it was like some walls going back behind, and not quite exactly the same. So and your base plates here, so if you can, under here is white for all of these tables.
Yeah, you can
so
all the white.
Having all these black base plates definitely helps tie it all together. So yeah, that and we brought in these rope lights. So for dark hour, BrickSlopes did this year for 2022 a dark hour, and I thought it lit up pretty decently in here for being able to see all the ships and almost like it was flying around in space. So
yeah.
Did you think the same, or am I?
I did. Like, it wasn't super bright, so it really felt like outer space because it was still dark. You could see the ships, but it was still dark, and so they were just kind of fading into the blackness of outer space. And I thought it worked out really well. How it wasn't too bright. It was just the right color, but looked really cool.
Yeah. One of the things that we had talked about also was, do we do Star Trek facing one way, Star Wars facing the other way, like total battle scene, figure out something with that. And it was kind of a joint decision there that we have all of the ships just kind of flying around randomly with still Star Wars and Trek. Kind of give it that feel of camaraderie and that
more
coming together.
Universe.
Yeah, unified universe. I love that. Yeah. So, and then as far as mine go, with the ships for it, I've got versions of Enterprises here. We got like the USS Discovery, etc. And this is all stuff that I had built and actually has been at a previous show, so it was kind of one of those like, all right, Nephi, we're going to one-up last year, because last year we had base plates and everything was down low. Any ideas for how we're going to one-up this next year?
So we as a club and as a group, we've just started tinkering with lighting. So I think next year, if we can get some laser, bolts coming out of the ships and have like lights on the windows and things, so that it looks like they're actual ships, like the Enterprise. That'd be amazing if we could get some LED lights inside the Enterprise for all the different windows and because those a lot of these are smaller attack ships, but the Star Trek ships, those are space vessels that carrying huge amounts of people. I think that'd be really cool to do some lighting for next year.
All right, I think George Lucas said space lasers or something one time, so that we can make some space lasers. I guess there is one last thing. Do you want to play some music?
Sure.
No, like.
Oh.
No, like.
Oh no. Yeah, this one is so tight. It's yeah, the string is just the whole show. We're just waiting for the string to break
Right.
and fall down, but
It held, yeah. All right, awesome. Thank you so much, and we'll have something bigger and better next year, right?
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
All right, see ya.